Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about incremental data ingestion. Okay, incremental data injection is something like where we do not have to run the query again and again. Okay, the data will automatically loaded. If the new data come, it will automatically show up the final result. Okay, we don't have to run our job every time. Okay, once it's run, it will be always be running. Okay, so there are two ways to do the incremental data injection. One is the copy into command and the other one is autoloader. So in this video we're going to cover copy into command first, and the autoloader we're going to cover in the next video. So what do you mean by copy into command? So copy into command is let's assume that we already have a data in the location. Okay, and once we have the data available in the location, it could be in any format, CSV, JSON, or any format. So we are assuming we have the data, and once we have the data, how we can load it into a table or into a delta table. Okay, so this is what the data injection is all about. And once it's loaded, okay, so every time we are running the copy into command, will it going to increment or add the new data every time? So that we're going to see that in this video. So this is how we have this copy into command. So first I am creating a table because this table is mandatory in copy into command. So in this table only we will going to run the copy into command. Okay, so copy into command. So all the data will be going to be copied from file location to this table. Okay, using the copy into command. So as you can see, we already have this table. Okay, let me run that. Let me select the cluster first. Now we have the cluster. So it will take some time to execute because the cluster is just now attached. As you can see, this has already been run, and meanwhile we can see the table being created. Okay, I am removing the entire user data folder. Okay, so now let's wait for some time. It will going to populate in few minutes. So I am creating a sample CSV. Okay, of CSV data will contain the category, course ID, instructor, price, and title. Okay, for the student. So this is the schema, and the data would be something like I think the table is not created yet. Let me run it again. Okay, so meanwhile the table is getting created, we will going to see the data. So this is the category, is the programming or data science, name. Okay, and this is basically your course ID, could be anything. Okay, course ID, sorry, 101 or 102. This is the instructor name, and this is the price of that particular course and the title of the course. Okay, so I am creating a data frame, and this is the CSV path where I will store my data into. So my clean sample data.csv will going to have all this data. Okay, now you can see my table has been created. So let me open the catalog viewer. Okay, so here you can see it's a delta table and there is no data. Okay, and this is the history of the my table. Okay, so it just created, as we can see, create or replace table. Okay, isolation table we have already talked about, right? Serializable, this is the safest isolation level till now. Okay, so now we have this data available in this clean sample data CSV. Let me and then what I'm doing is I'm just writing this data into this CSV path. CSV path is this path. Okay, so let me run that. Okay, now we will see our data will going to be created in this location. Okay, so my location would be, sorry, we don't need to create a directory, I'm just deleting that. Okay, so df.show, if I do df.show, okay, we're going to see this, we're going to see all the data, okay, in the data frame. Let's see in the file. Okay, let's see what is there in the file. Okay, so let me run the command. Let me see if we already have the same data in the file as well. So this is the file location, .csv file location. Okay, let me write dbutils, okay, .fs .ls. okay, then this is the file path and I'm using display. Okay, so if I run this, now as you can see we have all the data created. Okay, we have 1 2 3 4 5 files, okay, containing this data. Okay, so now I'll run the my table, copy into my table. Okay, from which location? From this particular location, student-csv. So this file contains the other folder as well, so that's why I'm selecting only the csvs. Format is csvs. It is all delimited by pipe because I'm using the delimiter as pipe here as well while writing. And yeah, header is true. Let me run that. So this will going to contain all my data into this. I mean, this will going to load all my data in my table. Okay, so once it run, okay, once it run, it is saying 4 rows has been impacted. And if you see this my table, it will going to contain it will going to contain the data which is here. And I am creating a temporary view, okay, using the CSV with this option. So temporary view will going to give me the correct data in the correct format. Okay, so as you can see, we already have this correct data loaded in my table. Okay, I hope you like that video.